All right, we on? We on. What's going on, everybody? Your boy Jonny Empire, Streets Never Sleep Radio, 88.7 FM, WNHU. Right beside me, we got the co-hosts.
Doc Saki, the Perp Lord. Welcome home, Boozy.
Jennifer Wavy.
Yes, sir. We also got DJ Tommy Carlucci. He's not in the building at the moment, but big ups to him on that mix. You know, definitely follow him on Facebook everywhere. Where can they follow you again, man?
Facebook.com/DJ TommyC203.
You heard it, man. So on to the special guest of the evening, my boy Muggsy. What's good, man?
What's going on, brother?
Yo, happy to have you here, man.
It's always a pleasure in the 203, man. I always love coming a long way.
That's it, man. Of course, that's what it is. Now, we got Muggsy coming through. I've rocked some shows with you, so I know your stuff well, man. You know, you're a true lyricist.
Right.
You know, always showing back, showing love for the culture, always paying back, and I feel like that's the best way, is being a good lyricist, is giving back to the culture.
I'm just here to be myself, you know.
So straight up, for everybody tuning in, who is Muggsy, and what kind of music do you make?
Don't know how to describe it. You know, it's just hip hop. You know, it's got a little bit of everything into it. It's got R&B. You might throw some reggae in there, but of course, I'm from New Britain, Connecticut.
Yeah.
Little couple miles from Hartford, you know. But I'm here representing with my man King Marvelous, my 18 brother.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just me. It's just lyrics. I'm here to be myself, you know. I work, you know. I'm not on the corner. When I was on the corner, I wasn't moving big things, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just here to be me, you know.
No, that's what it is, man. Now, you're a lyricist, so I mean, there had to be some nasty cats that influenced you. Who are some cats that influenced your style?
I don't know. I like the rugged, you know. I love MOP. They scream at you, you know. Of course, Pun is always gonna be my favorite just because of his wordplay, the things he said, the words he used. You know what I'm saying? And he also threw a lot of different flavors in there that people weren't throwing in, like soul records and Latin records and things people are afraid to use sometimes.
I hear that, man.
But I'm also, I got a love for all types. You know, I love South rap. I love UGK, Outkast, 3-6 Mafia.
Yeah,
you got to.
I'm a big fan of horrorcore. A lot of people don't know I am a juggalo from the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love horrorcore. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I'm really not too partial on is too much West Coast.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Don't know why. Fine. It all has different flavors, so it has to be something you can adapt to.
Right.
But that's what's good, man.
How old were you when you first started rapping, or when you wrote your first rap, and then when you started taking it serious?
I wrote my first rhyme. I was 12 years old. I used to get in trouble a lot. I was always grounded. And back in my day, grounded meant nothing. No radio, no television, no magazines, no nothing. So I had to do something with my thoughts. And I remember I had a boom box, and I took the speaker part and I hooked it up into the mic deck, and we would just press play on a different boom box and just record in there. But I would say I started taking it serious about two years ago. I came out with a video called New Britain State of Mind, and it just blew up beyond my expectations. And that was when I was really like, okay, I can really do something. I can really make an impact, make a difference. You know, I can go somewhere. I can share a message, a positive message, with a little negative insight.
Of course.
Now, how important, as he was saying, you're very lyrical with what you do. How important is lyricism in hip hop?
I think it's very important. I mean, you can't just say something because it rhymes. I know plenty of people that we call them cat in the hat MCs. I mean,
like
they
that.
just Dr. Seuss. They just bat, flow, go, Joe. You know, and you just can't just throw it together. You got to take pride in what you're saying and at least sound intellectual. Sound like you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know.
Now, when people say, like, it should be more lyrical or more into it, do you think they're confusing that with saying it should sound more, I guess you could say, 90s hip-hop, or?
Definitely. Yeah. A lot of people say we stuck in the past. I'm trying to elevate from that. I mean, I definitely do have a very 90s feel to my music a lot of times, but I definitely try to elevate and evolve. Because as artists, we do got to evolve with the times. And when we were young in the 90s and we were listening to our stuff, everybody was saying, hey, what's that stuff? What you listening to? That's horrible. That's worse than the music that was coming out in my day.
Yeah. It's like...
I mean, do you feel like that's common? Like, because, there's even cats like Joey Badass, for example. Like, I know you a fan of his stuff?
Definitely. Yeah, he's one of the new MCs I've been.
It's very refreshing because it's like, I know I heard him say in an interview once, that people always say like, I like your stuff because it's 90s rap, and he was saying that he actually hates that because it's not 90s rap. It's 2012, 2013 rap, and I mean, I feel like as artists, you your music reflects what you like,
right?
And you should always make what you like. So I mean,
and people just don't want to be confined. People hate being put in a category. Oh, this is 90s rap, because that'll make somebody not listen to you. Like, oh, okay, well, I just don't want to hear another 90s rap.
They don't give them a chance.
Or oh, he's a trap rapper.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Or he's a drug rapper.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's
There's a lot of that going on today.
All right, well, your name has been bopping around the CT hip-hop scene for about a year now. What do you think you bring to the table for the CT hip-hop scene?
I look at it as, with the way CT gets represented in the mainstream right now, we have our Chris Webbies, and we got our Jid on the tracks, and we got people who represent for lack of a better term, a very suburban point of view from Connecticut, you know. And I feel like I can bring the other side of it, you know, the street mentality with still my positive input. I mean, because like I'm telling you, I'm not out here banging, and like everything I speak has happened, you know, or it's gonna happen.
Exactly.
Like I feel I can bring what they bring to the table, just me, you know, being myself, and there's not really too much genuineness. I don't know what the
that's awesome that we love that.
No, of course.
But like, well, there's not really too much heart in it, and people afraid to be themselves. And every one of my rapper buddies got a day job, and they're not afraid to say it. You know, I know maybe a handful of rappers from Connecticut that really make a living off of this. You know,
right?
And it's just good to see. You know. I just want to be myself, like I said earlier. I'm just here to be me.
And that's how you gain fans and keep fans,
right.
is being real, man. Like you don't want to hear something where, you know, they're talking about money and they're driving around in like a 77
I hear it
car,
all the time.
you know,
You're pushing the new Benz, but every time
right.
I drive through the city, I see you and your friends walking around.
That's it. Exactly.
Come on.
It's not authentic.
Right.
In May 2013, you came out with the Brim Calhoun EP.
Yes.
Tell us how you came up with that name.
We did the 860 anthem. A buddy of mine, he runs .gotit.com. He put together a bunch of MCs with a DJ named Sherm LaRock. And they put was it 18 of us all on one record, one giant 7-minute record with a phenomenal video by my man Saint from Fish Grease. Mm-hmm. And in the verse, it was just with my CT fitted, call me Brim Calhoun. I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like at the time I felt like people were taking notes. I felt like a coach, you know, so I just wanted to be like, all right, well, this is what I bring to the table, because we all know Jim Calhoun's a legend, and I hope with the right
if you're from Connecticut and don't know Jim Calhoun,
get
you
out,
can move,
get
man.
out, exactly. Go to Boston, you know.
Exactly. No, that's what's up, man. It's clever. Now, you had two joints on there that really caught my attention. You know, first we touched on New Britain State of Mind. You know, I thought that was excellent. You know, it's easy to hear the Nas influence on it, but you definitely ripped it yourself.
Right.
Now, another joint on there that I thought was crazy was The Blues. Now I'm telling you, I like that because I heard you rock it at a show, and I was just saying, like, you know, this is the type of stuff I love, because like, look at him, he's up there ripping it, he sounds mad sincere, he's talking about certain things that people go through every day. You know, in your opinion, how important is it for artists to make songs like that once in a while? Like, do you feel like artists nowadays, you know, sometimes use lack of actual emotion in records?
I mean, and you never know, a song you put out, or even a verse or a kind word you say, it might save somebody's life. You know, somebody having a hard day, and then they hear you say something that they can relate to, and then it'll make them put the rope down, you know. I mean, and they'll go about their day. They'll look up to the sky and keep their chin up and keep going. So it's good. And then, like you were saying with the oxymoron earlier, how Q was gonna make this his most personal album. Like, that's very important. You have to be personal, and people love when I perform that record just because I get so personal. And I actually, like, at the end of that record, I make it seem like I'm leaving, and people will come to me at the end of the show and they be like, "Man, I really thought you were leaving. I really thought you got mad. I thought you got mad, and we're walking off the stage. Like, forget us."
Yeah.
But I love it. You got to feel it. You got to feel everything you do, because then you're not going to give it 100%. You know.
Of course, man.
That's why I don't want to make hip hop my job, because I hate my job. You know. I love hip hop.
That's it. No, I hear you, man. I mean, you know, we're going to get into the New Britain State of Mind record, but in a couple words, man, how do you define a New Britain State of Mind?
A lot of ways. Ignorance. Some people feel trapped. I mean, I got a lot of flack. You can't please everybody, but I got a lot of flack when I came out with a video, just because of, like, people who haven't been to New Britain in 20 years, who grew up in New Britain, and they were upset saying that I was portraying the city in an ugly way, in a negative way. And I felt like, well, this is the city I see every day, you know? This is the neighborhood I'm in. These are the people that I shake hands with and I talk to every morning. Like, these are the people I serve when they come to my job, you know? These are the people I take care of. Like, that's what I wanted you to see. I wanted you to feel the grittiness and what we deal with. And I also talk about getting out of that mind state. You know, people think I was glorifying it, but no, what I was really talking about was we need to get out of it. If we work hard, we can get out of this New Britain state of mind. And if you don't like the way I'm presenting my city, come help me clean it up, you know?
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
No, that's it. That's it, man. I mean, you always got to be real, you know, like we were saying. And, you know, I think that's the only way you can gain fans is being yourself. Now, you're saying that, you know, people reach out to you at shows, you know, showing support and all that. You know, in the last year or so that I've seen you at shows, you know, you've had some cool opportunities, especially with our brothers, the Full Blast Movement, who was actually here last week.
Love Deuce,
you know, those dudes are doing so much for the Connecticut hip hop scene that, you know, it's lovely. You know,
I enjoy working
doing,
with
man.
Deuce. I enjoy working with Deuce and with Chuck Nichols and with everybody. I enjoy working with them every time I work with them.
Oh yeah,
it's always a good time.
Great dudes for sure. And I mean, you know, they've hooked a lot of artists from the scene up with really big opportunities. Now you've opened up for cats like Ras Cass, Copyright. Now I saw you also got to rock with the legendary Sugar Hill Gang.
Yeah, we're doing that again. We're doing that again soon this month too at Sully's in Hartford. They're coming back.
At the end, man, let us know the date because everyone has to see it. But tell us about that experience, man. Like, did you ever bump Sugar Hill?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you have to know what it is, even if you've never heard their album. Everybody knows the original song and
Rapper's Delight.
Everybody knows. And people think it's the first rap song, but it wasn't. But we all know that was the first mainstream rap song, and it set the tone for us. It let us know, hey, this is art. You know, we can really do this. This isn't just us in our parties in our neighborhoods. This we can bring this somewhere. And it was just an honor. I mean, I remember people were saying I was overdressed. I had a tie on when I went in there when they were going to be there because we were competing to perform with them, and I guess it was just unanimous, man. And it was just a given. Me and my brother Tang Sauce from out there is a really dope guy. Won the contest, and we got to rock with them out in December around Christmas time. Everybody was there except Big Bank Hank, but you know he wasn't writing his own rhymes anyway, so we weren't worried about.
I hear that, man.
We weren't worried about Hank.
Oh man,
that's what's good.
What is up now next for Muggsy project wise?
Right now, I know we have the 18 project coming out soon. My man Rob Bigelow and Anytime Vulture is going to be putting out soon. I'm currently working on my album that will be out in the spring. It's called The Sore Thumb. Okay. And taking a little extra time with it because, like you said, I want to make it more personal. It's got to be perfect.
Definitely.
Everything has got to touch you in the right way. The song has got to be in the right order.
Yeah, you got to have that cohesiveness to it.
But all my producers are lined up. I still take submissions, but all the songs are written. I'm just working out the final kinks in my recording.
Is there any features, whether they're from Connecticut or not? Is there any features you already do have on it, or are there any that you plan to get on it?
Just from Connecticut. I haven't reached out anywhere else yet. But we got my brother Rob Bigelow, of course. My brother Respect Music from out of New Britain. He does a lot of things too. We got an up and coming female rapper named Capella Rose, young lady from out of New Britain rapper. She gets busy and people don't really utilize the female aspect of hip hop. You know, we get so caught up in the competitive nature.
Definitely.
We forget hip hop's for the ladies too. You know,
and that's why we have a female co-host.
Right? Exactly. But that's it. I wanted to go with just the big three. I didn't want to oversaturate with too many features, you know. I figured it'll just be 12 songs of just me, my 3 features, maybe a skit or 2.
Yeah.
And then
that's all you need, man.
And that's about the length
I love throwing hidden songs in there. Yeah. Last record, just wait like 2-3 minutes of silence, and then you just get a song that nobody even knew was on there. I love that.
That's what I told my boy. He did that with a project. I gave him that idea. So you should just leave a bunch of silence, and then when they have it in the CD deck, it just comes out of nowhere.
I did that with Brim Calhoun. People are still coming to me telling me, "Oh, I just heard that hidden song for the first time last week." Sing's been out for about 9 months already. I love it. It makes it fun. It's an experience.
Yeah.
Hip hop's got to be an experience.
Absolutely.
Of course, man.
That's it.
Every time you listen to a different album, different experience.
Right.
That's how it should be.
It's a culture, you know. It shouldn't be boring. It shouldn't be bland.
Exactly.
Definitely.
There's more to it than just words on a paper.
Yep.
That's it.
And it takes lyricists like you to even put that in mind, you know, because rappers always got to be on their toes.
Right.
And, you know, I even think it's better, you know, I even like albums too when it's mainly the artist as opposed to not as many collabs, especially in earlier projects, because, you know, you can actually, you know, tell who they are.
Exactly.
And, you know, sometimes the collabs really like shows who they are, like who they choose and whatnot.
Right.
So, but that's
oversaturated.
Yeah. But that's what's up, man.
Where can the people hear your music? Where can we find you?
My biggest outlet, it's down now. It's going to be relaunched in about 2 weeks. It was .gotit.com, and that's just a real big hip-hop site for Connecticut, and they just daily post just that genuine hip-hop. But until that gets relaunched, then you can catch me at brimcalhoun.bandcamp.com. And then, as always, you can at me anywhere at The Only Muggsy with 2 G's. That's Instagram, Twitter, wherever, Gmail. I'm always open to anything. I'll take fan letters, producers,
following.
whatever.
I'm gonna get him on the phone right after this.
That's it.
I'm about to
Got
get
you
on
on
my
the IG.
Instagram, Facebook.
Gotta follow him.
I'm everywhere. And
I got you on the book. I'm gonna get you on the gram though. As soon as we're done.
And just check for me with shows. I love to go rock the crowd. That's the most where you can be the most personal and just connect with everybody.
Of course, man.
And that's what separates a lot of MCs from rappers. When you see somebody rock a live show, you tell somebody, "Oh yeah, I rap. I do this. I do that." I'm like, all right, well, come rock this crowd right here.
Yeah.
And it's easy to pick like 50-50 right there. You cut everybody in half. Like, all right, you're BS. I love it. It's personal. I love coming out to the 203. I'm always out here. I like messing with political animals. I'm not sure if you're familiar with political
I've
animals.
heard the name
Definitely.
around.
And I go out to Springfield, mess with my people out in Springfield. I'm trying to venture out. I stayed in New Britain in 860 too long. People told me I was hustling backwards, so I'm trying to reach out.
That's what's good, man. That's what we're all doing.
Yeah,
It's good to always reach outside the state because you got something when someone outside of your home state is rocking with it. So peace, man. That's what's good. So, all right. Well, we spoke about it before. We're about to get into your New Britain State of Mind joint.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that. Again, and then just let the people know what they're about to listen to, man.
Oh, this is me. This is where I'm from. This is what we do. This is what we see. This is what we did because I grew up. But if you get a chance, just go on YouTube, look up this video, New Britain State of Mind. I promise you won't be disappointed. It's not the regular low budget stuff you see.
And this video has views. I'm telling you, people are watching.
I still do numbers. I get up every day and I check it, and there's still I'm wondering like where are these views coming from? Because it's an old record. It is.
Maybe it's us that we're just doing it.
Hey, I love it. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, that's what's up. All right, well, big shout outs to the homie Muggsy for coming through. He's about to stay around here. He's going to be in the cypher. We also got his boy who's going to be in the cypher. But again, always an honor having you, man. Keep on doing you.
I was excited, man.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm on Howard Stern right now.
Hey, man.
You got everything going on.
Yeah, that's what's good, man. As long as you feel at home, that's what it is, man.
That's it.
All right, well, this is Streets Never Sleep Radio. I go by the name of the gorgeous Jonny Empire. We also got my co-host right here.
The Trill Perp Lord DOC.
Jennifer Wavy, Miss Wave.
Right here, Wave Team. Streets Never Sleep, man. Muggsy, New Britain State of Mind. Peace.